Greetings. I hope you enjoy your ride today. How many of you are there? All by yourself? Well, no worries. There'll be enough trivia and comedy for 3 humans. Are you a first-time rider? Great to have you back. I was afraid we scared you off last time. Please type in your name. Poor thing. Didn't your parents give you any consonants when you were born? Too bad. As you know, your buzzer is the key with the B on it. Enjoy the ride. See you at the bottom.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. You Don't Know Jack is sponsored by Underwear Invisible Undergarments for today's modern man. Feel safe, feel secure, feel invisible. And now, here's your host, Josh Schmitty Schmitzenstein.
Alrighty, welcome to the game. Hey, what's up? You couldn't get any of your little spy friends to play with you? Or is it just that I can't see them? Okay, whatever you do, don't close your eyes on the ride. You do not want to miss this. Very nice, respectable. This one's called... I can't see him, but he's still my little friend. Time for the trivia. If you have an imaginary friend named No See 'Em, how much you play together? You wear a magic ring, he tries to kill you. Go for it. You plant a garden, he grows uninvited. And then you tell him to stay the hell out of your garden. What's the problem? Here's the one you didn't pick. No See-Ems are these little tiny biting flies. You know, it's a rare friendship when you can say bite me and still stay close. This one's called If You Were a Window, I Could See Through You. All right, we got over $3,000 for a right answer here. You ready? Go! Say you're watching TV and the cones in your retina stop working. Considering how this would impair your vision, what might you say if you call up your... Go on, do it! Since the cones in your retina allow you to see colors, losing them would leave you in a black and white world. But unfortunately, the cable guy won't be able to help you. He can't do anything about your astigmatism either, so don't ask. Buzz in. Up next. Did you see The Invisible Man? Let's say that in a desperate attempt not to be boring, an economist tries to get all artsy and writes a hip new horror movie. Say the economist writes a movie about the Invisible Man. Because the title includes an actual economic theory, what might the film... Come on, take it! You know what's so fun about a state of anarchy? Pillaging people's life savings. So you don't lose any sleep over it. Economist Adam Smith proposed that individuals in a capitalist society act in self-interest, but to the benefit of the society as a whole, as though guided by an invisible hand. An invisible hand that'll be on every fast food container in this country if Spielberg does the film.
There was a man who wore a cloak and spying was his game. Oh, C-L-O-A-K, C-L-O-A-K had nothing underneath except his little dagger.
Welcome to Cloak. Remember to hit your buzzer when the first letter of the answer lights up. That's how you win the cash. Collect all 5 letters and I'll give you the bonus. Let's do it. Under blank and key. It's a lock. John Steed and Emma Peel. James Bond is Agent Blake. 007. Kodak makes them. Cheese. Malkovich and Close in Dangerous Play. Control's Nemesis. Chaos with a K. One more letter and the bonus is yours. Lee Harvey Oswald was an assassin. That's it. Cloak. That belongs to you. Here's your current score. You feel good about that? Let's keep going. This category is... He's got a thing that's called Radar Love. Okay, do you remember Radar O'Reilly, the guy with the teddy bear from the TV show MASH and the movie? Well, say Radar O'Reilly actually has radar. Which of these things would be the most difficult for him to detect? A hang glider, a stealth bomber, a Scud missile, or a flock of geese? It's yours if you want it. A hang glider? Thank you, Orville Wrong. What do you say we check out the right answer? The shape and material of the stealth bomber makes it really difficult to detect by radar, just like the shape and material of Radar O'Reilly made it very difficult for him to attract the ladies. Here's a little something I call... War is easy, comedy is hell. Hey, do you remember the unknown comic? You know, that guy in the Gong Show whose face we never saw because it was covered by a paper bag? Imagine that after he dies, he's buried in the tomb of the unknown soldier. If the unknown comic were interred there, how many unknown bodies would then be buried at Arlington National? Go on, do it! Currently, there are 3 soldiers buried there, one from World War I, World War II, and Korea. The soldier from Vietnam was identified, and hopefully no one's planning on replacing him. So, adding the unknown comic would make 4. You know, it's too bad they didn't have plastic grocery bags when the unknown comic was popular. Sticking one of those over his head would have been the most entertaining thing he ever did. Gee, don't spend it all in one place. Here's your category. A real man stares at the sun. Okay, so you know how Manfred Mann's Earth Band sings a well-known cover of Bruce Springsteen's Blinded by the Light, right? Well, what the hell is Manfred Mann's Earth Band trying to sing? Revved up like a deuce, wrapped up like a douche, ripped up like Medusa, or cut up like a goose? Go for it! What Mr. Mann and the boys are trying to say is, revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. And if you think that's bad, you ought to hear their cover of Smells Like Teen Spirit. All right, that'll work just fine. Tell me what you think of this category. Nude is artistic. Naked is just frightening. Well, since we covered some 70s music with Manfred Mann, seems only appropriate that we move up a decade. Apparently, the 80s band Naked Eyes is no longer visible to the naked eye. I mean, I haven't seen them in years, and I was a big fan. Considering the title of Naked Eye's big hit, which of these would make the best epitaph? Goodbye. It's yours if you want it. Goodbye. Here's the one the winners pick. Naked Eye's big fat 80s hit was always something there to remind me. Yeah, you know, there always will be something there to remind me. It's called Muzak. Oh yeah, this could turn out to be really big, really fast. And now, right before your very eyes, Dis or Dat. The name of your Dis or Dat category is... Size doesn't matter as long as you can see it, right? All right, now I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one I want you to tell me if it shrinks or turns invisible. Cash in for each one you get right, and you lose cash if you get one incorrect or don't get to it. You gotta get all 7 of them in 30 seconds. And we're off. Perseus, does he shrink or turn? Ant-Man. Alice in Wonderland. Bilbo Baggins. The Cheshire Cat. The Rainbow Girl. A penis in cold water. Well, you got 4 of them right. If you expect me to get more worked up than this, you can forget it. Check out your score there, make sure everything's in order, and we're moving on. Coming at you. The Battle of the Bulges. Hey, do you know those little thongs that guys wear? You know, some people call them banana smugglers, because, you know, they do. They look like, come on, you know what I mean. Say the title character from The Scarlet Pimpernel wore a thong. Based on the nationality of the people he smuggled to safety, what might... Come on, take it! You should have bought a vowel. I could have given you some cash if you picked this one. The Scarlet Pimpernel is the story of a disguised British noble who rescues French aristocrats during the Revolution. French fries smuggler. Like me to supersize that for you? I'm calling this one Dead Time Stories. Okay, listen up. It's story time. Once upon a time, there was this guy, right? And he had this, like, ingrown toenail, right? I mean, it was killing him, but he refused to go to a doctor because he thought he could take care of it himself, right? So he went at it with this butter knife and a fork. He tried prying back his skin so he could dig out the infected nail, but the pain was just too severe, right? So he decided to get so drunk he wouldn't feel the pain, only that screwed up his motor skills, so he was digging in the wrong place. Finally, the throbbing got so bad, he just hacked off the toe with a steak knife and bled to death in his bathroom. What was this guy's problem? He couldn't see the forest for the trees. He locked the stable after his horse was gone. Go for it! No, the blind leading the blind would be more like, for instance, if somebody didn't know the answer to this question and went to you for help. You want to see what the smart money says? When you focus on the little things so much that you lose track of the big picture, that's when you can't see the forest for the trees. But I think the real lesson here is, don't pick at your toes with a fork. The category's gonna be, you ain't seen nothing yet. Okay, I'm just gonna come out and ask this. Have you ever heard that masturbating can make you go blind? Me neither, but it brings up a good question. And, here it is. So just go ahead and buzz in when you got it. It's yours if you want it. Well, the only thing wrong with an average-sized one is this answer. Should've picked this one. According to the medical profession, chronic masturbation will not make you go blind. However, pressing your nose against the TV trying to tune in the after-hours pay-per-view channels at 3 in the morning may cause eye strain. See if you see what I see in this clue. I don't know what you see in her. Just remember, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah, I'd like to hold her. Was that out loud? You missed just one! Can you imagine how exciting that would have been if somebody else were playing?
Hey, Bob. What are you doing sitting at your computer staring at that screensaver?
Shh, it's not a screensaver. It's Big Buck Blast, a